to make sure she's as on the outside range as she can be so that she's as rideable for the test in the moment.
Yeah.
Okay? Stop a second. Is it not bleeding? I know, is that true?
Yeah, okay.
Do you have any half passes or hot shoulder ins?
Yeah.
Half past.
Both of them?
Yeah. So the first thing is I turn left and see as to be shoulder left, half circle to L.
So getting you started as is great.
Yeah.
So it gives you time to come through that turn super balanced and make sure she's in both reins after you come out of the turn.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna have to be proactive so that before S, you've got her on the outside rein. Get her positioned and prepared, and it's not very long. So it doesn't break it down. So here's your arm coming out of this turn, not rush.
Right.
Don't rush that first turn. Okay? And have her in both reins coming out of the turn. So that then you can, now I'm going to start to position her. Do you go ahead and do it? No, but you can go ahead and move her head up, bend her a little left, so that you can start to walk this out on this rein. Because now she's going to be holding that shoulder in longer than she has before.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Well, it's from
S to B?
yeah, it's from S to B, and normally it's just from what? H to E. So it's not really. Yeah. And then it's half circle to this.
Think about your positioning in her shoulder in here. Prepare and make sure that now you're just going the same exact position, you're just going here.
Right.
Okay? Now you're just making the extension of the circle. Okay?
And then half past O between.
So we're going to come through this circle. It's great that you're coming off of the circle. Now you're going to imagine that you're going to finish the circle with an S.
This is the 3-star test she's doing on Friday.
Which means that you
Want to aim for S.
which means you get wherever it's best for you. You know this is really good.
Yeah.
shoulder end, Mindy. Sit left. Prepare her, work a little now. Lighten that inside. Too much on the inside rein. All right, try that again. She was too much, she's not on the try that again. She's not on the outside rein, so her haunches swung out in the corner, and then she started by leading with her haunches. You gotta get her up, push her over onto the outside rein. There you go, better, more. Give on the inside. I know. There you go. Shoulders first. Shoulder first, more, there you go. Sit left. Hold the left rein more, there you go. She's so short, you've got to really exaggerate the shoulder, leave the shoulder going first. Nope, shoulder first. There you go, good. That's right. You can do it both ways. It's just a function of feeling on her, like your time to feel on her when her shoulder's leading versus when her haunches are leading. And what you need to do in the turn to make sure that you're riding the shoulder. If you go into this test with her haunches leading or her haunches passing her, it's going to be very hard. Good. Sit right. Shoulders, hold that right rein. There you go. Feel that? Feel the difference? Yeah. You've got to support her more with the outside rein in the first two steps of it, okay? Before you move her over. Good, support. Hold right rein. Hold right. Right. Yes, good for you. Good for you. That was better. Once you're into it, it's very good. Those first couple steps are tentative. All right, let's try that again. Let's try less bend in the turn, okay? Either less bend in the turn so that you don't have to chase her shoulders over, or she's crooked. Or, stop a second. The alternative is to get here, and instead of finishing that circle, start turning in just a little bit more. Because now her shoulders, now you can start pushing into that shoulder. It's just a function of the position. Yeah. And then if you shape it a little more here, they won't know. Yeah. I'm just seeing her coming through the turn. She's bending, she's bent, and then all of a sudden, she's so short, her haunch just pops out. So maybe you can shave that off so that doesn't happen, and then she'll be positioned correctly. Yes, great. That works super.
Yeah. It's smoother, right?
Yeah. Much smoother. And great. That makes sense to her. Okay, now let's try it the other way. Make sure, because she's a little different both ways, so you have to know which way works which direction. Shorten her up, move her over, lighten her forehand. There you go, shoulders. Great. Okay, that's fine. So, she's moving over nicely. That's good. That's going to be, and walk a second. So that's going to be also handy in terms of positioning her a little bit for her shoulder in. Okay, same thing. You can just imagine that you're turning a little bit. Really keep that outside rein and just be like, oops, just kidding, we're going to go this way. So that her hind end doesn't pop out. Now we're doing the opposite, half passing. So, now finish it a little bit more. try it, go away from me, and then you're going to send me a circle, and you're going to come back towards between S and H. Remember that any issues that you're having right now is because when you put your leg at the girth and go to move her over, she thinks move haunches instead of move shoulders, right? That's what her problem is right now. That's why when you do a shoulder in, you have your left leg at the girth. She wants to shove her right haunches out to the side. Okay, so if she doesn't want to do it, it's because she thinks she might hit the boards. There's your problem. Same thing in your circles. You know, if you blow past, it's because her haunches started to pass. If she gets wobbly in her lateral movement, it's because she's leading haunches first. So down the road, we're talking about tricks for this test, but down the road, it's exactly, that's got to be her leg. So one more circle. Yep, that's fine. That's good. Right leg a little bit rhythmical at the side of the girth as well will help her so that she keeps it coming forward. That's super positioning though. Sitting left. Sit left. Good for you. It's all right. Hold the left rein more. Good, good, sit right. Lovely, lovely. Very, very nice. It's good. Let's try, so given which direction she is, so the entrance to that, just make sure that you really control her shoulder in that circle. You wanna be pushing her out onto it, but protecting her from swinging wide. Now sit right. Change your balance. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Do that again. Don't worry about the half pass. Let's just get the entrance to it right. Be more accurate about sticking her nose when you're coming out of that circle. Keep turning until you like where her nose is. Okay, that's the only thing you worry about in that circle. And keep going forward enough on the circle, like it's like a little sight in a gun. Right? Like sight that letter in between her ears and start sending her forward on the line, then bring the haunches. Up. Good. Fine. There you go.
So you don't really have to start it quite so soon.
On this,
Yeah.
no, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
You don't have to start so soon because she already wants to go out.
Yeah.
You know, she's happy to push her shoulder out that direction.
Yeah.
It's this one where you've got to ride it a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah.
So that you don't lose that.
Well, that's your second head half passing, so.
You just have to keep it really simple.
Yeah.
So now, and that's this part right here where you, like, for example, so if you want to go canter to trot, it's pick it up and move it, start to move it. So you're going from swinging to up and down, okay? And you really exaggerate that swing, and then you start to put it down. Oh, but you're moving it up and down. Versus canter walk, which is swing, pick it up, and let it go. It's almost like you're doing a halt, or would you just release a little sooner? So that, and then for your, really clear, because the downward transitions, they can get sloppy, but the danger of going into a test with a little bit of a faster heartbeat is that the upward transitions, they miss each lead, or is it trot or is it canter? Okay, so be very clear about sliding the leg back and what you're doing with the saddle, so she really knows. So we've been doing lots of leg yields and whatnot with pressure from your leg at the girth. So really exaggerate a couple times your trot to canter transitions about sliding it way back. Okay, so you're going to slide your leg back, but then swing the saddle a little bit more so she really knows to make that first step a good one. Better. Add trot. Pick it up and drop. Good. And walk. Move the saddle, move it. Good. and prepare to canter. You're gonna make sure she stays straight. You're gonna pick it up and swing forward with leg way back. Fine. Do that again, but keep a little more outside rein. Pick it up and walk. Good. All right, so your walk canter, I wouldn't do that again.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it again, like it's fine and you can get into it as long as you in your head know that what that first step of canter, you've got a sender, okay, but you can get away with the walk to canter, and Tess is the only one you can get away with not practicing. She's got to be really prepared for those walk trots, otherwise when you go to trot, if you've been practicing walk canter, she can't wait to canter. All right, so we're going to practice a lot of walk into trot ones and trot into canter, but not walk into canter. Start changing them up and just tell me which one you're going to do beforehand. Hold on. Great. Good. Tell her she's good there. Good. All right, let's come do a couple of those on the center line now. Just come ride your center line down the center line once, just in canter. I want you to go from where she is and then lower her on the center line, forward, forward, forward. Good. Lower her and swing the saddle forward. I want you to just down the center line and canter. Shape in a little on the turn, knowing she wants to push her shoulder wide this direction. And then swing the saddle forward to lock her onto me. Swing to me. Good. Hold that left rein. Lock her on. Good. There you go. And now you can collect a little. Good. Good. Not too much. It's a little too much collection. Do it again. You can go forward now. Swing the saddle. Let her. There you go. Look at me and lock her on by swinging a saddle forward. There you go. Good. Hold the left rein still because the judge is going to see it out there like that. Is she, walk a second. The point of that is to really make them lock on and relax on the center line. So just as you just come out, just swing the saddle a little bit more, just to help lock her on. And then don't pick up the pace since she gets a little claustrophobic.
Okay.
Where do you trot? You trot at X? Okay. Okay, so just enough forward off the turn to lock her on, and then think about quality of canter, preparation for the downward transition. The first time we'll do the whole thing in canter. You can shave off a bit a little early. The second time, if she felt really good and the entrance to it felt good, you can come back to the trot at I. That's fine.
Yeah.
more important about doing the transition when she's ready. Out, Bougie.
I can take
Out.
her if you want to film from
Bougie, out.
Sure.
Out. Good girl. Out. Good girl. Out.
You just
More
hold it.
important about the moment of the quality of the moment to do it as opposed to doing it right at eye. Bougie sits. Bougie sits. Sits. Beautiful. That's lovely. Keep going, keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging. Prepare her now to push her over. Good. Position. Find your bend. Nose, nose, shoulder first, shoulders, shoulders. There you go, good.
So the walk is here then.
So you have to do the halt and rein back?
Yeah.
Okay. So in her, you need to prepare a little sooner so that you have your halt. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm going to tell you what you need to have in order to get a better rein back. And you can figure out how to do it. So in order to get a better rein back, you have to feel as if your horse is almost just tipping like this. Right? You have to be leaning into your hand like this. The one time I want you to have a balance on forehead. Okay? Because she's just got to be here, because if she does what she just did, which is what Kitty does, and she stops like this and sticks her nose out like this, it's really hard to get the ring back. Right? So by having her nice and round, you can push her that last step. She can put things back. Super. If you can't, at least have her thinking, intending, moving forward, like, oh, don't go, and then rock her back. So it's also a timing thing. You've got to show long enough, but don't let them settle too much. It just depends on the horse. Some of them they need to settle so they don't go running back into it because someone else will screw it up. Some of them you have to keep that tension, and now we start relaxing. So the rein back is actually the relaxing part of it. So we'll do that. You can just practice getting her to halt in your hand forward. Alright, so the halt really feels like a forward movement. And if you need to, you can halt and then let her walk a couple steps forward and do it again.
So that's why Ben is good at rein back. Because he's stopping on his forehand. Ben, he does a really good rein back.
Better. Walk forward. Forward. Yeah. Good. And push her up to it again and halt. You can do it on the long side too. There you go. Good. Whoop, whoop. Make her stand first. Let's do it. I wouldn't practice the rein back yet. I just do trot into halt like 10 times. Whoa. Okay, kind of, but not quite. It works well coming off the test because you're doing it with a lot of leg. So find that leg into it. Good. Pet her and go forward. Super. Bam, fine, perfect. I want you to now, just let her walk and then stop, halt, and do a rein back like 10 steps. Really relax your body. Really relax. Slide both legs back. Pet her as you're doing it. Just let her keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, tell her she's great. Keep going. Yeah, great. Super. All right, let her walk forward. That's right. You've got to practice it in long enough swaths to where they start to feel the rhythmic pairs. Yeah. Okay, they have to feel that. It's a muscle memory thing. It's like Eric DeVender's like, I don't understand. Kitty, like she gets a 9 or a 10 every single time in the halt rein back because it's a stupid pet trick. Like it's theater. We're showing them, we're actually wanting them almost to stop, halt a little on the forehand. And we don't normally do that, but for presentation, we're doing it. And then I'm just going to let her indicate I want her to move backwards. I'm not doing it. She's actually doing it in rhythmic pairs until I tell her to stop. But the key is for the rest of her life, she has to know that rein back means rein back in diagonal pairs until you say stop. So we have to practice.
Stopping is just putting your legs forward.
Stopping means that both legs just slide forward, exactly. And always walk and then immediately walk forward and like think about what you're gonna have for dinner. So that the more you practice it, the better you'll get. People who do it and create nervous horses in the rein back, it's because they get tight and they're putting pressure on while they're telling them to go backwards, and the horse doesn't. It's a confusion of aids, and then there's the explosion. And we do it more in the test because we're nervous. So, and it's just, that's why it's in our tests and not in upper level dressage tests, because they're not nervous and we are. So bam, we don't do it well. That's why they put it in our test. Our dressage tests are all about testing all the things that they know event riders don't do well. Okay, so over the next couple sessions, practice just like that. And when you want to practice your rein back, you can walk forward into and then halt and then rein back. But if you're going to do it right there, it's always for the rest of your life. If you're doing it at sea, it's a halt and then go forward. There's never a rein back there. You can then turn and walk. Because she will learn it in a second, and then when it's the halt and be still for 5 seconds, she'll be gone.